Welcome to the secret underground laboratory, Recovery and Salvage, where rude mechanicals do magic. Hello, I'm Bronze Age, Director of the Secret Underground Laboratory, Recovery and Salvage. And I have a coffee can full of chisels. This were a gift from a customer. They belong to her father, and she wanted them to have a new home where they'd be well cared for. There are various brand names and various styles. One thing I notice is that most of them have been sharpened by somebody who actually knew what they were doing. Now we've got a variety of brands here. A Craftsman, these are all Buck Brothers. A Eversharp, where it says hardened tool steel on here. I always get a little suspicious when they start bragging about the quality of the steel. Pioneer, and it says tempered tool steel. A Pritzlaff, which I believe is a German brand. Fulton, a Greenlee, T.H. Weatherby, Marples. And this says Marples in the Sun. It still has the adhesive label on the handle. And an E.A. Berg, which is from Eskilstuna, Sweden. And apparently, to emphasize the tuna part, their logo is a fish. Looks more like a shark than a tuna, but I can't say. This little sad one is a Unitool. Again, it says that it's made with tempered steel, and it obviously has seen a lot of poor storage. Must have been left out in the rain or in a bucket or something for some time, but it's been sharpened since that happened. Never can tell. And the last one, the one I was happiest to see, is this poor abused socket chisel that is actually a James Swan. And that's what we're going to do today, is try and put this back into working condition where a regular socket handle can fit it again. It's obviously been quite abused by somebody using a steel hammer to drive it. This one, pretty much in the same condition, but not quite as bad. This one, that's the way they're supposed to look. So, let's see what we can do with this. Now the lab's not really a machine shop, so when it comes to this kind of work, we usually end up cobbling something together. That should keep it nice in place. Oh, that's good for the inside. Now I said we're not set up to be a machine shop, and we're definitely not set up to be a blacksmith shop. But for something small like this, I think we can give it a try. don't have an anvil or a forge, but I do have this very nice leg vise, which is suitable for clamping something and then hammering on it. And I have this shop-made mini anvil and mandrel. And the plan here is to heat this up, put it on here, and tappy tap tap until we've got all of this metal here, which got flared out by being hammered on to begin with, back into shape, so that when I make the handle, we'll have a little bit more support than just the barely 3/4 of an inch it goes in here. This is our CAB Blacksmith shop setup. Got the leg vise with the mandrel and the mini vise. I've got the torch with the rosebud on it. I hope I have enough gas in these little bottles. I have the fire extinguisher handy, and I have called to make sure that the insurance premium went through. Now we'll let this cool off, clean it up a little bit, file it back straight on the tip, and we'll get on to making a handle for it. The handle is going to be cut from this block of spalted plum. It's a piece of wood I picked up by going to a friend's house where they had just cut down a dead plum tree, and I took most of it away. This piece has really nice definition between the dark lines and the white wood. And this is all heartwood here. You can see this is still retaining some of the color of the plum, and where the fungus got into it, it's bleached it as well as blackened it. Socket chisel handles come in a variety of styles. Most of them have some kind of a ring for reinforcement because these are intended to be hammered on, although probably not actually intended to be used iron hammers. You got the cheapest ones here, no reinforcement whatsoever. This style here, which have a different kind of wood, probably ebony, maybe rosewood like that. This big corner chisel is actually made to come apart because you need to carry it in a tool chest. They start getting long. This one has an iron band around the end of it because anybody that's chopping out mortises this big is going to be hitting them pretty hard. Now, the reinforcement on this handle that I just made is going to be this band of aluminum, which is more than enough. So this is Bronze Age for the Secret Underground Laboratory, and thank you for sticking with me this far. If you found this video interesting or enjoyable, please like, subscribe. I try to get out one video a week. Some of them involve carpentry, some of them involve furniture repair, some of them involve lamps and lighting and chandeliers. So there's something for everybody at the Secret Underground Laboratory. Again, thank you, and I'll see you next week.